i deras sista uppgör i denna säsongens ENBLeague. Look, 2 points. Bambergs nummer 10, nummer 6. Well, the
Again, stepping in under short notice, multiple Lions players were reportedly having fevers and throwing up, and it's not often that you have dinner with your family one moment and then you're forced to take a flight across the country the other.
Yeah, Fyllingen were missing 3 starters in the Saturday game against Nidaros in Fyllingen. It was Deshaun Davis, Buna blocking Jai.
As that's a shot clock violation going against Bamberg. Great Lions defense. 2 minutes left to play. The lead still stands at 10 for Bamberg. It's been Noah Locke's show to open it up. He has 2 3-pointers. He leads the team at 8. Craig Miller at 5. It's Olivier, Deshaun Davis, Pete Bullock, Oliver Wiesnes, and Skøren in for the Lions. Olivier couldn't get the layup, but the Lions will still regain possession.
Olivier looking to go. Tight defense from Bamberg. Skøren gets the ball.
Olivier goes baseline on Petkovic, and his foot was out of bounds.
Just let the ball just slip from his hands there.
That's the team's only second turnover of the game. Bamberg also sits at 2 total. Petkovic has Wiesnes switched on him, finds Gabriel Kuku for 3, knocks it down. Gabriel Kuku, cash from downtown in his 2nd season with Bamberg. A 23-year-old in his 6th professional season.
Bamberg are 4 from 7 attempts at the 3-point line.
Ball's loose, and the Lions who still have possession. But you can see how Bamberg have been controlling the opening quarter on defense and offense.
Absolutely. Asper comes back in together with Njai. Olivier takes it over.
Skøren creates separation and hits the deep jumper from the left corner. His foot was on the line, so it counts as a 2. A minute left to play in the first quarter. Bamberg up by 11. Miller misses from the right wing.
Bullock with the rebound.
Good board from Bullock. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. The Lions, with a make, could cut it to a single-digit game as a foul will be called on the floor against Adrian Petkovic. That's going to be his first personal, 4th team foul against Bamberg as Joel Kanyinda now checks in after having strong play these last few weeks. 18-second difference between shot and game clock. Half a minute left to play. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Aspe, nice ditch to Kanyinda, but he couldn't handle the ball.
Still a nice movement from Kanyinda, moving towards the basket.
He wished he could have gotten that one back, but you even saw him struggle handling the ball against Bakken in their most recent ENBL home. Four-second difference between shot and game clock. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Kyle Lofton inside on the defense, and he'll go to the foul line. Referee Simo Nure to call the foul. It's going against Nicolas Skeren for his first personal. That's the team's third. Now Kyle Lofton will now go to the foul line. Moritz Grimmer checks in for Bamberg, and Deshaun Davis comes in for Nicolas Skeren. Kyle Lofton, an 80% foul line shooter. This is the first one. Born in Hillside, New Jersey, so of course his favorite player is none other than Carmelo Anthony. One of two from the line.
10 seconds left in the first quarter.
7 seconds. Espe the spin, the layup, couldn't get it in. Grimmer the rebound. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Great defense from both sides as Bamberg open up the first quarter with a 23-11 lead. Well, this Bamberg team, first time ever showing up in Norway, arguably the biggest team to ever step foot in the city of Bergen. They're really showing their worth now.
They're not disappointed. You see nice ball movement and effective shooting. All the defensive work, especially.
And you can see the three ball has really gotten in their favor. They are shooting 50% from deep, 4 of 8 from downtown, while the Lions only 1 of 4. But yet again, when you look at the Lions this season, they shoot the least amount of threes in the entire ENBL, and they attempt the most amount of twos. So shooting threes isn't really in their repertoire per se this season.
Not in the ENBL. I think a lot of that, a lot of reason behind that statistic is the driving of Deshaun Davis. He likes to enter the paint with speed and stop and shoot over the defense.
The Lions were about to enter the start of the second quarter in front of a near sold-out Haukelandshall here in Bergen, Norway. Alongside me is Joe Wake. My name is Maxwell Gates for some ENBL action. Bamberg has been incredible, as we've spoken about this year, 6-1. Their only loss against the undefeated Inter Bratislava.
Yeah, and lost by 5 points as well.
And you got to give them credit on defense about how they have been shutting down ENBL's leading scorer, Deshaun Davis. 24 points per game, 0 of 5 to start the first quarter. Both lineups heading back onto the floor for the Lions. They're starting with Lars Aspe, Deshaun Davis, Buna Njai, Oliver Bisnes, and Joel Kanyinda. While Bamberg, they're doing Gabriel Kuku, Adrian Petkovic, Kyle Lofton, also together with Ben Diedrichs and Craig Muller. Aspe took too many steps on the left wing. That's a travel. The Lions' 4th turnover of the game. Möller fakes the three, up to Lofton, extra feed Petkovic, Kuku from the corner. Kuku misses short, the ball is tipped. Buna tips it to Gabriel's lap, the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a Lions ball.
Still you can see their confidence for three-point shooting. They have four players lined up to take a shot in that possession.
You gotta respect what Bamberg coach Anton Gabel has done with this team. He even played for Bamberg around a decade ago. He has 3 Bundesliga championships as Aspe weaves us through the defense and puts in the floater. This could be the start of a Lions run, the one they've been looking for to cut into the 10-point Bamberg lead. Lofton shows patience with the floater. That one's too strong. Jai up to Aspe. Now low to Kanyinda. One-on-one with Dietrich, and he took too many steps. Second turnover of the second quarter, both of them being traveling violations.
Yeah, took a little push there before receiving the ball, but not enough for the refs to call it.
Bamberg, a team with plenty of elite history, 9 Bundesliga championships. They won 4 in a row from 2010 to 2013, with their most recent one in 2017, as that's well played by the Lions as they get it on offense. Davis up to Buna for 3. Too strong. But this team also has 6 Bundesliga cups. The most recent one in 2019 as Lofton cashes from deep for his first 3.
50% for three-point shooting so far.
Yeah, Bamberg just keep letting it rain from distance. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Lars Aspe, picks up his dribble, up to Davis. And he keeps struggling, 0 of 6. Here's Petkovic, a 2-on-1 for Bamberg, and he lays it in with the left hand. Adrian Petkovic, another player in the Bamberg scoring column. He is the 8th Bamberg player to get a bucket. And Jai the flyby, and Jai the 3, too strong. As Bamberg has a 15-point lead, 7 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Möller swung it to the jumper, misses from the left baseline.
Kanyinda with the rebound. He's 7th in the league in rebounding, averages 8 rebounds a game.
Aspe splits the double team. Referee blows the whistle on the foul. Foul will go against Ben Diedrichs, his first personal, team's first here in the second quarter. Philip Stanic, Moritz Kimmer, and Ronaldo Segu will check into the game for Bamberg. With Erik Fungier coming in for Oliver Wiesnes. Erik Fungier, born in Zurich, Switzerland. Here's Buna, and Jai drives on Kuku, goes strong in the paint, lays it in, and the foul. Buna and Jai and the foul, and draws contact that he'll go to the line. Gabriel Kuku with his first personal, team second, and this could be the momentum bucket that the Norwegian team's been looking for.
Yeah, Fyllingen needed that point right now.
Buna and Jai, a 70% foul line shooter. 0 of 1, misses that one. Aspe read the passing lane, got the steal. Segu tips it back to Gabriel Kuku. And turnovers remains a big factor in this game. That's the 6th Lion turnover this game, as Simon Nureide blew the whistle. Something looked wrong with the shot clock.
Yeah, he was pointing at the shot clock. To see what happens.
So instead of 13 seconds on the shot clock, he says there has to be 20 because it's a reset of a possession. You really got to give credit as to how Bamberg have shut down Deshaun Davis so far.
The defense has been solid, but also the running all over the court. The whole team is going up and down like madmen.
Buna stole the ball, but his foot was out of bounds by the time he went down, so it's going to be Bamberg ball under the Lions basket. Ibrahim Watson checks in. Gabriel Kuku will now sit on the bench.
And Norton leads the games as well.
Ibrahim Watson went to the University of Michigan and the University of Dayton in a 3-year span from 2017 to 2020. He misses the three. Coming into the board. 13-point Bamberg lead, 28-15, 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Deshaun Davis continues to struggle as he can't get the layup to go. Noah Locke attacks Fyllingen, up to Krima, down low to Stanic, lost the handle, up top to Segu, too strong for three. Noah Locke gets the offensive rebound. Attacks Kanyinda, floats it up, that one's too strong. Kanyinda wrestles down the rebound. No hesitation from Fyllingen, he misses from the corner. And the Lions keep struggling putting the ball into the basket. And we're soon halfway into the second quarter. Segu wheeling and dealing, up top, Grimmer. Open for three, too strong from the middle. Here comes Deshaun Davis wheeling in the middle, and he lays it in.
Nice move against Segu there.
ENBL scoring king finally on the mark halfway through the second quarter. He gets his first 2 points, cuts the Bamberg lead down to 11. A three is in from Noah Locke, his third three of the game. He sits at 11. And that stops any momentum the Lions have. A foul will go.
Watson, he steps in to low towards Buna, who had him after the basket.
So Ibrahim Watson, his first personal foul. 13th foul against Bamberg this quarter. No fouls on the Lions. Fyllingen a three. Too short from the right wing. It seems like whenever the Lions get on any kind of rhythm, Bamberg have just been shutting it down immediately. Watson down low, Stanic lays it in. Philipp Stanic played for Alba Berlin's youth teams before he got his big league start in 2017 for big Ottinger Rockets Gotha. He also has 2 years playing in Serbia before returning to Germany in 2021. Ronaldo Segu, the steal, pushes it on the break. Watson a three, too short from the wing. Offensive rebound tipped to Segu. Dish down low, Stanic, the hook. That one's off. Aspa rejects the Haji Jawara screen. Beautiful feed, and there's Fyllingen on the roll. Erik Fyllingen, normally known as a jump shooter, cuts back door and gets the layup for his 7th point. 3:20 left to play in the second quarter. Bamberg ahead by 14. Noah Locke misses the three from the wing. Aspa behind the back. Fyllingen to Davis. To reset. Aspa a deep two. That one's off. Hit the backboard, then the front of the rim. There's Noah Locke the other way for Bamberg. Dumps it down low to Stanic. And it's going to be 2 free throws.
Just too late there, enjoy.
So Buna will get his 2nd personal foul, 1st team foul against the Lions in the second quarter. 2:47 left. Lars Aspe and Deshaun Davis will sit down. Nicolas Skerren and Paul Olivier will sit in. Will come in. Filip Stanic, a 40% foul line shooter, a department he could certainly work at. This is the first one.
But he's still been impressive under the basket when he's gotten the ball.
Yeah, and that's where he's really made his career. 1 of 2 from the line. He's also played for the German national team in 2021. So Stanic, 1 of 2 from the line for his 5th point. Puts Bamberg up by 15. The score is 34-19. 2.5 left to play here in the second quarter. Buna and Jai. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Fades a deep 2 from the wing. That one's off. Stanic corrals the rebound. And rebounding has been the big story for Bamberg. They have 21 total rebounds compared to the Lions 14. An offensive rebound for Stanic, surrounded by 4 jerseys, blocked by Haji Jawara. They save it. Here's Krimmer, open from the corner, misses. But Bamberg keep getting the threes they've been looking for. Fyllingen the other end, too short from deep. It's Petkovic, Krimmer, Stanic, Locke, and Watson. And for Bamberg, Noah Locke.
Just a little too long.
It's too hot from 3. Ball goes out of bounds. As Craig Muller will now check in. A little bit more size for Bamberg. There's also Kyle Lofton will check in.
Wiesnes comes in for Fyllingen, places from here.
Oliver Wiesnes, a young player with a lot of promise in the Norwegian League. It's just that injuries have been hampering his development so far. Buna is open in the corner. Fakes Petkovic, takes the 3. That one's too strong. And Paul Olivier will draw the foul on Noah Locke.
That's too much body contact there coming from behind.
So Olivier's second personal, second team foul here in the quarter, so no need to worry about bonus foul line shots. But Coach Galaxon Jai was not happy with that one. He normally says those are the kind of fouls you can't really commit. A minute and 10 seconds up to play in the first half. Bamberg with a strong 34-19 lead.
Almost a steal from Paul Olivier, but can't control the ball.
Petkovic a 3. Off the back iron, Skeren the rebound. Skerens together with Buna and Jai, Paul Olivier, Haji Jawara, and Oliver Wiesnes to end the second quarter. Buna and Jai has Muller switched on him. Dishes it to Skeren, a corner 3 off the side of the backboard. Here comes Muller the other end, goes coast to coast, lays it up and puts it in. Craig Muller with 7 points, gives Bamberg their 36th point of the half. 6-second difference between shot and game clock, and the Lions turn it over. Shot clock now turned off, 13 seconds left. It's stolen by Jawara, 4 seconds left. Skeren to beat they've been looking for. That cuts the Bamberg lead down to 15. It's 36-21 Bamberg. But what a strong performance you've seen from the second place team in Group B, Bamberg Basket.
Yeah, they have just been a car with a much bigger motor. They've been running through the whole 2 first quarters, and it's been very difficult for Fyllingen to come back. I don't want to take away anything from their performance. It's been very good, but Fyllingen has also struggled with sickness and illness in the team in the last weeks. previous weekend they traveled to London to play away game against the Eagles without starting players to Sean Davis, Lars Asper, and Black and Jai. During the game, the fourth starter, Erik van Geer, got sick and couldn't play the following day in Oslo against Bamberg, so Peter Bullock had to fly on short notice and replace him. So I still managed to get 2 wins in those 2 games that he specific. It was a good opportunity for Paul Olivier and Nicholas Belloni to step up. They both did that very well.
So, as right now we have a halftime show on deck. We'll be back a couple minutes before the start of the second half. Don't leave anywhere. It's Bamberg, Fyllingen Lions on the ENBL channel.
Arnolds apņēmās atrast labāko playlisti. Luīze steidzās, lai paspētu redzēt visu. Kaspars devās meklēt labāko ritmu, bet Mārtiņš ar Līgu viss skatāmāko pilsētā. Un kā izrādās, neierastais skan labāk par to, kas austiņās vienmēr malc uz riņķi. Un ja gudri saplāno, visu var pagūt. Kaut reizēm ar nelielu nokavēšanos. Arī labākie ritmi nav tālu jāmeklē. Patiesībā tie mēdz būt deguna galā. Tikai jāatver ausis. Savukārt, ierasto skatu pa laikam ir labi iemainīt pret svaigu perspektīvu uz dzīvi. Piedzīvo neparasto Valmierā.
And we certainly got a lesson in athleticism.
Did he impress you? Was there anything he was, particularly good at on the floor?
He was a hard charging player, not afraid to make contact under the basket.
It's always cool to see that not only is he a big part of Norwegian basketball in the front office, he was also playing, which was a cool thing to do. Hard-nosed player, huh?
Absolutely.
There's also a lot of former players here in the building today. Most notably, Bamberg head coach Anton Gavel won multiple Bundesliga championships with Bamberg. And you can say the same thing with Lions coach Calix Njai. He's, of course, coaching his brother Buna here today.
Yeah, Calix has experiences in the European competitions as a player himself, when playing for Fyllingen more than 20 years ago now.
And you can even see that, he still has that player in him when he coaches. He's very intense and honest with his players, which is really what a coach should be, don't you think?
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of patience with when players don't do what they agreed on. And he has a difficult job with this team because it's a very balanced team with lots of players who can make lots of different kinds of contributions. And therefore naturally expect to be in the positions to make those contributions.
It's always a difficult thing managing so many players and personalities. Everybody wants to play, but it's all in the end that matters is what's the best for the team. So 4 minutes until the start of the second half. We'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back for ENBL action here in Bergen, Norway. minute and a half left. We'll start off the second half in the ENBL matchup between the Lions and Bamberg Basket. Alongside me is Joe Wake. My name is Max Cates, welcoming all of you watching ENBL action as Bamberg has a 36-21 lead as we're now approaching the second half. Joe, what have they done to get this lead?
They've done several things. Initially it was the three-point shooting, very high efficiency. Nice work on the offensive rebounds particularly. And mostly for me it was the defensive work and organization that they showed.
You really got to appreciate the effort that they've defended Deshaun Davis. He struggled in the first half, 1 of 8 from the field. That's incredibly rare because he has scored double digits in every single game this season, and he's only sitting at 2 points, and we have a half left to play.
Yeah, that's an impressive feat. He averages is 23, 24 in the ENBL, and he's scored only 2 points, like you say. He's made 8 attempts.
The Lions will start off with Erik Funger, Lars Asper, Joel Kanyinda, Deshaun Davis, and Buna Njai. With Bamberg Basket, they'll start with Kyle Lofton, Ronaldo Segu, Philip Stanic, Moritz Grimmer, and Noah Locke, and we are underway. And Noah Locke misses from the wing. He's been hot in the first half. He has 3 3-pointers. The Lions shot 1 of 14 from deep in the first half. Bamberg 6 of 18. Kanyinda, a 10-footer, that one's short. Noah Locke on the push. Ronaldo Segu, air ball from downtown. Here's Deshaun Davis for the Lions in transition. The crossover, and he gets fouled on the floor.
It looked like, was it Grimmer who just grabbed him?
So Moritz Grimmer, that will be his first personal. Team's first here in the third quarter. 9:19 left to play. Funger rises. Off from the left corner. And Joe Kanyinda will foul Philip Stanic off the rebound. So they exchange fouls immediately. Kanyinda his first personal. Team's first here in the third.
Funger is normally a better shooter, but tonight he's made 3 shots from 9 attempts.
Grimmer the roll off the fantastic feed from Ronaldo Segu. Segu 5 assists per game in the ENBL. And there's Deshaun Davis dishing it down low to Joel Kanyinda for his first 2 points.
A small lapse in the Bamberg defense there, and had no one pressuring him.
Locked down low, Stanic for 2. It's a battle under the basket between both of these teams. Second bucket under the paint. This time it's Philip Stanic for his 8th point. And it's 7th point. Buna Njai couldn't lay it in, but he'll go to the foul line. So that will be Philip Stanic's second personal. Second team foul here in the third quarter. Erik Funger will sit down. Nicolas Skeren will now come back in for the Lions. Buna Njai, 3rd season with the Lions. Also played in the Icelandic 2nd division last year. Knocks down the first foul line jump. Locks down the first free throw.
Buna has experience from Spanish basketball.
Splits the pair. Kanyinda, the offensive rebound. Joel Kanyinda has just been getting better and better and better as the season progresses, and Coach Callington Jai loves plays, especially when you get offensive rebounds. Bamberg only up by 14. but not for long. Noah Locke with his 4th three-pointer of the game. As the ball comes flying into the lights on the ceiling.
Stanish kicks the ball into the roof. And he takes a goal. He's replaced by Dietrich.
Noah Locke has been leading the way with his barrage of threes. He has 4 of them. Deshaun Davis in and out from downtown. And Noah Locke, both his parents, Vanessa and Kyle Locke, played college basketball at Coppin State. Deshaun Davis airball from the corner.
And he also has a brother who plays basketball.
There's a miss from Bamberg. Big basketball family in the Locke family.
And his sister.
Davis, surrounded by multiple black jerseys, dishes a bullet to Buna and Jai from the corner. That one's short. Here's Ronaldo Segu in transition. Finds Noah Locke. Money from the left corner, his 5th three. 5 consecutive threes for Noah Locke.
There's Aspa against Segu, which is a matchup personally was looking forward to before this game. They have similar capacities as players.
Buna, a tough leaner in the paint for 2. And Buna and Jai slowly coming alive with 9 points. Cuts the Bamberg lead now down to 18. The Lions need something fast, but not fast enough. Kyle Lofton continuing the three-point barrage in the 3rd. Bamberg now 8 of 22 from deep. That's a Lions turnover.
Asper got stuck under the basket and had to try and load pass to score and couldn't get enough hand on it.
Segu the fake, Segu the dish. But it was a turnover. Dietrich couldn't just plant his feet in time.
Kuku checks into the game and takes a break.
49-28, Bamberg lead, 6 minutes left to play in the 2nd quarter. Bamberg shooting 9 of 23 from deep. They were 6 of 18 from downtown after the first half. Skaran misses a 3 as the downtown woes continue for the Lions. Only hit 1 out of their 17 attempts. Segu up the Diedrich screen. Davis switches on in. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Aspet tips it out, but it'll still be Bamberg ball. Olivier checks in. Aspet comes out.
Muller checks in. He replaces Klink.
Keg Miller, one of those quick acquisitions for Bamberg. Segu misses the follow. No good from Dietrichs. Here comes Skjern the other end. Gets fouled by Kuku immediately.
Apparently he's a former handball player, which we could see evidence of in that particular defense situation.
He's a multiple sport athlete. Did he also play the 3rd sport, did you tell me?
Yeah, I think it's billiards.
Deshaun Davis knocks down the 3. Deshaun Davis has been struggling in the first half, 1 of 8. And that's his first 3 of the game, so Norway needs for him to come alive to rally a comeback. 49-31, 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Bamberg looking to put an exclamation point on their successful ENBL season. Kanyinda the block on Lofton's layup, but Lofton answers immediately with a corner 3, his 2nd one of the 3rd quarter. That's a Fyllingen turnover immediately. Kanyinda tried to find the cutting Visnes. Davis has Oliver switched on him, a sidestep 2, that one's off. Müller, the offensive rebound, and puts it in. Greg Müller for his 9th point, makes it Bamberg 54, Lions 31. Davis, the aerial artistry for 2.
That's a nice play, takes it past 2 defenders and kicks the ball into the basket on his way. So if you're missing a lot of shots in basketball, you just have to keep shooting, right?
And Gabriel Kuku helps it making it rain threes here in Norway, as that's going to be timeout Lions, as Bamberg has blown this game open. It's a 24 Bamberg lead, 3:55 left here in the 3rd quarter.
They're looking unstoppable right now.
They are shooting 41% from downtown, 10 of 24 from deep. They've attempted, they're now 11 of 26. They've attempted more threes than 2s this game. And the way, it's really cool to see the way they've done it. They send Stunic or any big on the foul line, forces the defense to draw in, and the opposite wing has always been open, and you can see that they have benefited from that here in this ballgame. On the Lions, it seems like they haven't really gotten into the proper groove that they've wanted to. And yet, this is the toughest competition they've ever faced, but you've got to give them credit that they're still playing hard-nosed defense. They're not going down without a fight.
That's true. Fyllingen will make some changes. Asper is taking a break. Kanyembe is taking a break. Olivia is coming, and also Haji Jawara.
So now it's Deshaun Davis's turn to lead the offense, hopefully spark a comeback heading into the 4th. Davis, great separation, nice dish. Haji Jawara the throw down. Rocking the rim with 2 hands. Haji Jawara cuts it down to a 22-point Bamberg lead. Kuku hit 1 3 earlier, misses the 3 ball. Haji Jawara the rebound. Here come the Lions on the other end. Deshaun Davis lost control over the ball, and it's another Lions turnover. Now going to be their 11th.
Looked like it maybe hit the foot there, but I can never tell for sure.
This has really been a big step for Norwegian basketball. Diedrichs down low, well defended by Visnes. This is a really big step for Norwegian basketball that they're playing against Bundesliga champions. Bamberg basket, Jawara, his 2nd throwdown.
Again, an assist from Davis.
Skoran read the passing lane, and it's a Bamberg turnover. But they're playing against steep competition as Skoran will get foul on the floor. Adrian Petkovic, his 2nd personal. It's going to be the team's 4th this quarter. So the last time Bamberg won the Bundesliga championship was in 2017. And you can just clearly see the history with this team and how organized they play. Olivier, the crossover. Here's Deshaun Davis, a 3. That one's off. Visnes couldn't get the offensive board. Müller corrals it for Bamberg. Müller, a 3. Off the front of the iron. Davis through contact, and he'll go to the line. So Deshaun Davis has now played his best basketball yet here in the 3rd quarter. He's way more aggressive with his shot attempts.
Has 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists.
And you can see clearly how Bamberg have been game planning against him. They've done their scouting. We've rarely seen him struggle to open up games. Sean Davis, an 82% foul line shooter, knocks down the first one. One of two from the line. Visnes couldn't tip the offensive rebound. Petkovic corrals it. 2 minutes left to play. 19-point Bamberg lead in the third quarter. Watson fakes Davis. Here's Kuku driving baseline, and he'll get fouled on the floor.
A similar foul as we saw with Petkovic just recently.
So that'll be Buna Njai's third personal foul, second team foul against the Lions here in the third. But this is a big step for Norwegian basketball. They get to play against competition like this.
Oh yeah. We even have local competitors, Gimla, represented in the audience in the red tracksuits in the front row.
We also have some members of the Freya basketball team as well. So 3 Bergen teams in attendance here today. We also have some Bamberg fans on the right side. They're also covered in red. 1.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. The Lions have it. Chavara to Fungas, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. A 3 gets blocked by Watson. Here come Bamberg on the other end. Petkovic attacks Visnes, in and out. And Chavara gets the board. Strong take by Petkovic, just the basketball gods weren't in his favor. Olivier down low dish, swiped away by Dietrichs. Meller fakes Visnes, drives inside, couldn't bank it in. The referee blew a foul. It's going to be a foul on the floor against Buna Njai.
Third foul.
Third team foul against the Lions. That's his third personal. Davis had the personal foul earlier. And Craig Miller, 72% career free throw shooter, has been a pro since 2015. And this is his second ENBL game, his 5th total this season. And he's really played well today. 2 for 2.
I think we also have to give credit to the referees today. They've been good at holding the whistling and letting the game unfold. There's been some incidents with marginal defensive play, especially in the third quarter, but the referees have been focusing on letting the game happen.
9-second difference between shot and game clock. And Bamberg look to draw up a final play. Petkovic, Kuku, 5 seconds left on the shot clock, attacks Buna, and he lays it in. Gabriel Kuku with 8 points, shot clock turned off. 7 seconds left, Olivier Jawara, a jumper, that one's short. Jawara gets it back, off the backboard, and that will do it for the end of the third quarter. Bamberg up 61-38, and we'll be back in 1.5 minutes. Fourth quarter basketball here on the ENBL Network.
Valmiera glāzgrupā mēs apvienojam atbildīgu dabas resursu izmantošanu, jaunākās tehnoloģijas un vairāk kā pusgadsimtu darba pieredzes nozarē, pētot, ražojot un inovējot, lai 25 miljonus gadus vecus kvarca smilšu graudus pārvērstu stikla šķiedras produktos. Valmiera glāzgrupā mēs ražojam neticamo, lai sniegtu tev brīvību būt, kas vēlies, un paveikt jebko, pēc kā tiecies.
10 seconds left as we approach the fourth quarter of the ENBL action with the Fyllingen Lions taking on Bamberg Basket here in Bergen, Norway. Joe Wake sitting beside me. My name is Max Cates, and it's been all Bamberg all game. And what have they done to make that happen?
They have been putting on a show. They have been shooting effectively, particularly from a distance. And their defense has been phenomenal.
Mainly it's the three-point shooting that's been getting it done for Bamberg. 11 of 28, 39% from distance. And right now the Lions need to go up on something fast entering the fourth quarter. Jai drives on Cuckoo. Offensive foul. You can see he hooked his left arm around Cuckoo on the drive. That's going to be Bamberg basketball.
Today's audience has been announced in 2073, including 10 visitors from Bamberg. They've been nice enough to make the trip. And they get a reward of seeing Bergen and Norwegian basketball at its absolutely best.
Look at the ball movement. Dietrich gets blocked by Bisnes. Well defended by Olival. Gets a nice applause from the crowd. But Dietrich turning 20 years old in August. He looks like a seasoned veteran out there.
They're older, and Bamberg is quite a young team as well. A lot of players in their mid-20s.
Pete Bullock checked into the game, corralling the rebound. Muller couldn't put it in. Jai on the flyby, short. And Pete Bullock couldn't corral the offensive rebound, and Bamberg will get it back. Despite Bamberg Basket a 7-11 record, they're currently 15th out of 17 teams in the Bundesliga. It does not reflect how close it is on the standings. They could win their next 3 games and they'll go up to as much as 5th. Another block for the Lions, and a foul is going to go on the floor against Petkovic. So that's going to be the first team foul here in the fourth quarter.
Bundesliga is one of the most competitive leagues in the world. They produce a lot of very high quality players. There are several playing in the NBA right now.
Yeah, most notably the Wagner brothers, Franz and Moritz. There's also Dennis Schroeder who's played, but a long time ago there was also Detlef Schrempf and Dirk Nowitzki. Iconic. A lot of iconic German players in the roster, as well as another one, former Boston Celtic Daniel Tice, as Paul Olivier misses the first free throw.
Germany was so impressed in the Summer Olympics in Paris. They played one of the teams that played the most exciting basketball to watch.
Germany is always... They're always up there on the top basketball European countries, and it really puts into perspective how Germany treats sports in general. It seems like they're good at almost every sport they compete in. Jai misses the 3. Kimmer the drop rebound, and Pete Bullock will foul him immediately. Peter Bullock, 42 years old in his 20th Norwegian season.
Yeah, he doesn't grow old.
Sean Davis coming in, Paul Olivier coming out, Lars Aspe coming in as well for the Lions. So this is an interesting rotation for the Lions. 3 guards, a forward and a center, rather short. They're going to go with Dan Funge at the small forward. Lofton to Muller. Nice seal by Krimme, and he gets fouled by Funge under the basket.
Touches the arm into the the steal there.
Bamberg still up by a big margin, 61-39. 22-point lead. And a big what if will be, of course, for the playoffs. Looks like they'll get the win here. 8:20 left to play with a big lead. It's rather the Newcastle Eagles in Group A to see who they'll face in the postseason, as Kimmer rolls down for the basket and the 2 for his 4th point.
Group A is fairly open, right?
And Group A is very competitive. So far, top 4 teams are sitting at even scoring, I should say even amount of points. Aspe knocks down the 3. Lars Aspe, the best playmaker on this Lions team, gets it from downtown. 42-63 ball game.
He's been developing as a shooter as well this season for Fyllingen.
Kimmo couldn't get the handle of the ball, but it's last touched by a Lions player. Stanic will now check in for Bamberg. Lars Aspe went to Barry University in Florida. That's where he played his collegiate basketball, but prior to that, he was touted as a basketball prodigy in Gimle.
It's true, he was awarded the prize for the most talented athletes in any sport in the local region of Hordaland at some point.
Skoven couldn't hit the 3, ball goes out of bounds. Bamberg will regain possession. It's always nice seeing a prodigy, and they keep going and they still work tirelessly on their game. That's what Lars Aspe has been doing throughout his career. Ronaldo Segu, nice feed. Gabriel Kuku knocks down the 3 from the corner. Gabriel Kuku now in double figures, 11 points, and the 3-point barrage continues. Gabriel Kuku, a player still in development. Kanyinda taggles for the rebound with Filip Stanic. So Gabriel Kuku, of course, in his 2nd season with Bamberg, he's only appeared in 12 games this season for Bamberg, 3 of them being ENBL games. He appeared versus Dinamo Bucharest, Kayla Kurbet, and Legia Warsaw.
His mother is from Germany and his father is from Sudan.
Here's Kyle Lofton. Moritz Kimmer. Will be a push foul against Joel Kanyinda.
It's his 3rd foul. We have not seen Paolo Javara from the Hug team so far.
Paolo Javara returning back to the Lions. He signed with them in January.
And now he's finally got his own suit with his own number and his own name in it.
Yeah, he wore multiple numbers for the Lions. I remember he wore Pete Bullock's number. He wore Deshaun Davis splitting the double team and lays it in with the right hand. A nice highlight from Deshaun Davis. If Kalmo Jawara ever gets his jersey retired from the Lions, which one would they choose? Will there be 3 different ceremonies, 3 different jerseys?
We have
3 is
see, but there are a lot of options there.
3 is off from Lofton. The Lions on the other end. Segu fouls Lars Aspe. So Segu fouls Aspe in transition. No substitutions yet.
I don't think we mentioned it, but Bamberg are also playing without big man. Giselle.
Keishan Wiesel, yeah.
And that's where Tada.
Yeah, Carlson Tada not here today. Keishan Wiesel, one of the leading scorers of this Bamberg roster. Aspe splits the double, dishes out to Davis. Knocks down the 3. Deshaun Davis for his 13th point of the game. Lions 47, Bamberg 66. No Keyshawn Fiesel. Playing at Mississippi State, the #2 ranked recruit in Mississippi. Segu couldn't get his own offensive rebound. Now he gets it. Look at the ball movement. Stunich couldn't get the floater to go.
Nice pass from Lefton there.
Alex and Jai calling his team to push it. Davis floats it up for 2. Looks like a player is down. Kyle Lofton holding down his midsection under the basket. Grimacing, but he's walking completely fine. Then he needs to take a seat on the bench. Gabriel Cuckoo will now come in.
Segu against Asper.
Yeah, that was a big matchup we really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, they have much of the same qualities.
Deshaun Davis the steal. Deshaun Davis loses the handle of the ball, looks for options. Out to Buna and Jai from the corner.
Too short.
Kanyinda the offensive rebound. Up to Skoran, the fake, the jumper, the bucket.
He makes basketball very simple when he's in good shape, Nicholas Skoran. If he has the shot, he takes the shot. And if not, he goes left. And if that doesn't work, he will go right.
The Lions slowly coming alive here in the fourth quarter. 66-51 ball game. The Lions, a little bit of life in them. They're still in it.
Yeah, looks like it. A little less than 5 more minutes to cut the difference.
Big question would be free throws from both of these teams. Bamberg 7 of 10 from the line, 70%, and the Lions only attempted 7. They're 3 of 7 from the line at 42%. And why we're mentioning this is because both of these teams attempt the least amount of free throws in the entire ENBL.
Yeah,
and that pattern really hasn't changed.
Attempt 12 at least, if I remember correctly.
Yes, both attempt 12. So 4:37 left to play. The Lions only down by 15. If they want to rally a comeback, they need to do it now, and they need to score at a high clip. Bamberg needs to bleed out as much clock as possible. Kanyinda read the passing lane, and he slams it in. That's a way to start after the timeout. A 13-point Bamberg lead.
Kanyinda has been one of the candidates for at least Fyllingen player of the game.
Almost another steal for the Lions. Ball goes out of bounds. Bamberg will get it. Ronaldo Segu sits on the bench. Aldian Petkovic will check in. What does Bamberg need to do to get the win with 4 minutes left to play? Petkovic wheels inside and gets the right-handed layup to drop.
You mean Fyllingen, or?
Yeah, what do the Lions need to do? There's only so much they can do with 4 minutes to get back. Davis reeling inside. As Petkovic tried to argue with referee Simon Nureide that it's on the floor, but there'll be 2 foul line shots for Deshaun Davis.
It's his 4th personal. Well, Fyllingen just have to keep doing what they're doing now. They're playing hard on defense, and they're finally starting to hit their shots.
And what a time to hit their stride as well. They'll only be down by 13. If Deshaun Davis would have made a second one, he splits the pair. So it's now a 14-point Bamberg lead. The Lions coming alive here in the fourth. They were down by as much as 21, and there's Noah Luck with the Euro and the floater for his 19th point. Here's Davis to the basket, and they'll go to the foul line again.
Upset that he misses there. Bamberg makes two substitutions. It's Dietrichs and Lofton who comes in. Luck goes out together with Stanic.
Deshaun Davis, this is his first season as a pro after 2 seasons with Mississippi State University. Graduated in 2024. And he was one of 5 players in his last season to play all games, 35 of them. Also, top 10 in SEC in steals per game. Knocks down the second foul line shot. Lions down by 14. 3:10 left to play here in the fourth. Kuku is wide open on the right wing. He receives it. Fakes. Aspet takes the 3. That one short. Kanyinda the rebound. It's been all Lions the last minute and a half. And here's Deshaun Davis. Rises in and out on the right elbow jumper. Lofton, Muller, Petkovic a 3. Off the top of the key, and it's going to be Lions ball.
Gunnar is looking to check in. He replaces Muller.
Something you notice with the way Anton Gava does his rotations, he does them very frequently. He's making sure you're at least not tired when entering in the floor. And if you notice, if somebody's tired, got to sub him off. And that's why they've been having an incredible bench unit all season. Kanyinda down low, flips it up off the back of the iron.
Yeah, I guess you can really question what really is the bench with Bamberg. They have 262 points off the bench. Fyllingen, for comparison, has around 120.
They left Lofton open, and Bamberg will regain possession. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Bamberg a 14-point lead, looking to cap off their entire ENBL season with only 1 loss against Inter Bratislava.
I think the Bamberg rotation system also reflects in their statistics. They have no players with more than 20 points per game, but lots of players with a little over 10.
Aspe leaks it forward to Kanyinda, up to Skevin a 3. Almost got fouled, and he knocks it down. Bamberg down by 11, 1:40 left to play in the fourth. And Aspe fouls Petkovic immediately. But the foul instead will go against Buna Njai for his 4th personal.
Aspe has no fouls in this game, so that would have been a better option for Fyllingen, but likely it's not going to affect the outcome of this game.
Petkovic was a late inclusion in this roster, as we got the roster sheet earlier and he wasn't in it, but then we see number 15 warming up. Turns out he is a part of the rotation. Another young player with a lot of promise.
It's not very balanced and poised.
Yeah, doesn't get rattled often.
One and a half minutes left. Sweeney coaching.
Davis at the Kanyinda screen, crosses over, attack the paint, lose the handle of the ball. Kuker on the other end gets it stolen by Kanyinda. Here's Aspe up to Visnes on the drive, down low Kanyinda. Can't put it in, but he'll draw the foul. Kyle Lofton swiped his right wrist.
Nice layoff pass from Visnes towards Kanyinda there. It's really opened up in the fourth quarter.
Joel Kanyinda nearing a double-double, sits at currently 10 rebounds, well, 6 points to his name. Only two Lions players in double digits. Deshaun Davis with 18, Nicholas Skøren with 10. But Joel Kanyinda, we can't sing his praises enough throughout the season. He's turned into a double-double machine these last few months.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's also a hot candidate for Fyllingen Player of the Game today.
He's been getting multiple steals and blocks today, as we can allude to his huge block to open up the game. Here's Petkovic going coast to coast, down low to Diedrich, loses the handle, Petkovic gets it back. And now Bamberg just look to bleed the clock and get the win. Look at the ball movement. Kuku from the corner. That one's off. Gets his own offensive rebound. Down low to Kimme. Extra feed. And Diedrich lays it in.
That's his fifth foul, and he has to leave the game. He's replaced by Miller.
Asper taking his first free throws of the game. Shooting an efficient 78% from the line this season is the first one. Had 5 assists along with 6 points and played excellent defense in their first ENBL win of the season against Basket Brno, and he has started in all 7 ENBL games this season. 1 of 2 from the line.
That's very important to this Fyllingen team.
Skøren gets the steal. Here's Asper. Here's Deshaun Davis. The gather step gets it stolen by Kyle Lofton. A little too late for the Lions, who had a little rally here in the fourth quarter. They were down by as much as 20, but that will not be enough as Bamberg Basket enter Norway for the first time. Show them what German basket is all about, as Kanyinda fouled Diedrich, so he'll go to the line. And Bamberg Basket will end their ENBL regular season with 7 wins and 1 loss, holding a firm grip on second place in Group B in the ENBL standings.
And will then meet third place in Group A, or how does it work?
They'll meet third place in Group A because they're second in Group B, so it's 1-4 and 2-3. You can ask me who the MVP of this game is. It's going to have to be Noah Locke. Started his game off with a 2-pointer, then hit 5 consecutive threes. And now he sits at 19 points. And he has really been the reason they've been staying afloat and getting a win in Norway. Deshaun Davis looks to end it. Nice reverse, couldn't get it in. Nicholas Ballone checking in, and that'll be it, as Bamberg Basket get the 74-60 win and take care of business here in Norway.
Yeah, they put on a show. Definitely it was a defensive show and a shooting show. I agree that Locke is well-deserved MVP. At the same time, I think this team has so much talent spread around, and they involve everybody. And Fyllingen was a little bit unfortunate with their shooting. They normally shoot a lot better than what we saw today. But all in all, well-deserved win for Bamberg. We are looking forward to following in the coming playoffs in the ENBL.
We thank you so much all for tuning in into this ENBL matchup between Bamberg Basket and Fyllingen Lions. This has been the last Lions home game of the season in the ENBL. We thank you all so much for tuning in. And we will see you all next time. This has been Joe Wake and Max Cates on the air. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
ENBLeague, ice in the veins, ice in the veins.